Hello and welcome to another video. As you can see, we're in my workshop, but that's obviously not my car. We're also not gonna talk about that car. That's from a client where we did a few upgrades. But today we're gonna talk about my car and how we map it. We're gonna map it today, or it gets mapped today by 7mod. We had our car at their booth at Tuning World Bodensee. Some of you visited us, so thanks for that. And yeah. We're gonna see where we end up today. I have honestly no idea. It's gonna be the race version, so with the full 3-inch exhaust and the C-Tech intake, so not street legal, obviously. That's what we're gonna try today. I hope we're gonna get roughly around 360 horsepower. That's my goal. I don't know what is really achievable, but that's really what I would like to see. So along the way, we're gonna pick up another car. You're gonna see it because it's obviously pretty big, because we need a new towing vehicle, because the bus we used earlier in the season isn't gonna serve us the rest of the season. So we need a new towing car as well. Yeah, so might get something serious, but you're gonna see. So that's what we're gonna do today, and let's go. So we just picked up our new towing vehicle, and we are right now at the place where the Yaris will get mapped. It's already on the dyno. I will show you some picture in a minute. And yeah, this is what we got. Finally. Yeah, so, but it's not about the towing vehicle, it's about the GR Yaris, and we're gonna map it today, and we should start in a couple of minutes. And yeah, let's see where we end up. So, and this is how the car looks on the dyno. And there we have the people who are gonna mod it. And we're gonna see where we're gonna end up. I think the first run is already done. Just a basic run. I don't know how you call it, a base run. A base run. And now we're gonna add some boost and see where we're gonna end up. So that's it for the mapping. We did, or we got to roughly 330 horsepower and 440 Newton meters of torque. That's at 1.4 bar of boost. So not that much, boost, because we are our partner 7mod. We just wanted to make sure everything works perfectly fine with a more decent, or how do you say, a safety map before we turn up the boost. So that's just the safety reasons, or the safety version of it. We had the test done this weekend. We were at Oschersleben. We did, I don't know, 30, 40 laps roughly. And everything went absolutely perfect. No fault codes whatsoever. Data logs looked absolutely perfect. So there was not a single issue with it. And that's with this intake, the CTEC intake, and the 3-inch exhaust without an OPF or GPF, I think it's called, or a CAT. Just a full 3-inch turbo back exhaust. But it works absolutely fine, no fault codes whatsoever. It revs right to the limiter and does what it should, and it feels so much more powerful, and the car is so much faster with it. So I'm pretty happy about that, and we're gonna turn up the boost in a few weeks, because right now we're just checking everything after the track day and make sure everything works fine. And right now we're gonna build it back to street spec, which means stock intake and stock exhaust, just with the HJS downpipe. So again, with GPF and full stock exhaust. And now I want to check if everything works as well on the street, because it's very important that it's not just working on the track, which it does with a full decatted exhaust and the big intake, but it has also to work on the street, because I'm gonna drive the car on the street as well. So it has to be the best, or it has to work in both conditions and in both setups. When we're finished with that, that should maybe be in a few weeks, then we're gonna build it back to race spec. We're gonna race the car at the Lausitz Ring in the first week of August, and we will test it there with a lot more boost than right now. And so we're gonna test that as well, so just to make sure everything works even when we have much more boost in it. And that should then get us roughly around 380, maybe even a little bit more horsepower. And then we might change injectors to bigger ones and add some E85, and that's maybe then gonna get us in the 400, maybe even more league, with stock turbocharger, of course. As per our rules, I can't unfortunately go with a bigger turbo, so we're gonna stick with the stock one. But with E85 we should maybe get roughly to 400, maybe even more horsepower, and that should be plenty enough for the car, because right now with 265 semi-slicks, the Pirelli Trofeo R, even with these tires I can on third gear corners at the when leaving the corners, I can, if everything is perfect, I can exit the corners with a little bit of a power slide. That's really cool. I knew that feeling from the Evo, but that was a lot more power, and to do that in a car like the GR Yaris, that's a lot of fun actually. So the car drives pretty amazing, and yeah, we're gonna see where we end up. I hope we're gonna end up with maybe even 400 horsepower, but we're gonna see where it ends. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.